Hey everyone, I want to talk to you today about something super important. It's the judgment of God, and He has an issue with you. Zephaniah 3:15 through 17 says this: The Lord your God is in your midst, a victorious warrior. He will exult over you with joy. He will be quiet in His love. He will rejoice over you with shouts of joy. You see, this is a prophecy that the Lord Himself spoke over the remnant of Israel. And who is that remnant of Israel? Well, because of Jesus and all that He accomplished through the cross and with His resurrection, it is anybody who puts their faith and trust in the Lord. Romans 11 is very clear to explain that God has a family tree, and He has been very gracious to graft branches in to this tree. So whether we were an Israelite through birth or not, we are the remnant of Israel because we have been grafted into His family tree. And so this verse is for us today to proclaim, to declare over ourselves, and to get a very clear picture of who God is. And so I went through and looked at all the different words and found their base and their roots in the Hebrew word and really studied it out and got a bigger picture of what this scripture is talking about. And I want to share it with you because I believe it's going to be an encouragement to see that God does judge you, but how He's judging you and the way He is judging you is very different than maybe what you've been told or what you've been taught or the picture that you have in your head. So let's break it down. Okay, so it starts off saying, the Lord your God is in your midst, a victorious warrior. So this Lord, when you look at the Hebrew, it is talking about the eternal one, the existing one, okay? This God that it mentions, the Lord your God, is ruler and judge. So this existing one, this eternal one, is ruling and judging. Where is He? It says, in your midst. This in your midst is actually talking in a physical sense. It's talking about thoughts and emotions, and it's talking about the heart. And where is He? Right in the center, in the inner part of the person. And He is victorious. This is really cool. This victorious has a primitive root, which means to be open, wide, and free. So God, the eternal existing one who is ruler and judge, is in the middle of everything, your physical and emotional and spiritual self. And He is wide open and free. This warrior, this is a strong and valiant warrior who is a champion and excels in everything. Okay? He is exalting. This exalting just simply means greatly rejoicing. And the over is interesting because it carries with it all of this. Listen, upon, in, over, by, for, beyond, through, beside, together with, next to, on account of, on behalf of, because of, for the sake of, above, beyond, and over. So this God, this eternal existing judge who is right in the middle of your emotions, your physical self, and your heart, He is wide open and free. He is an excelling champion who is strong and valiant, and He is greatly rejoicing everywhere around you that you can imagine Him to be. Okay? Now, what kind of joy does He have when it says He will exalt over you with joy? This joy is exceeding pleasure, glad result, happy issue. So this God that is judging you, that's in the middle, the judgment that He is making, the issue that He has with you is happiness and pleasure with you. And it goes on to say He will be quiet in His love and He will rejoice over you with shouts of joy. So God is at a full spectrum. There's going to be times where His love is quiet and at rest. And then there's going to be times that he is completely on the other side. And I want you to hear this because this is fun. You're going to get images of people being crazy during a football game or something like that, because he will rejoice. This word rejoice means to spin around under the influence of a violent emotion of joyful gladness and delight. And then the shout that's coming over, and the over is the same kind of over, so it's coming around every angle, not just over. But this shouting is a ringing cry, proclamation, singing, triumph. Okay, so can you picture this? God is spinning around violently with so much emotion, and that emotion is not anger. That emotion is delight. That emotion is joy, and he is ringing out a cry, singing, shouting, triumphantly, proclaiming, "You are mine, and I am pleased with you." That is what I want you to picture. He is not up there on his throne with a checklist, waiting to see you screw up and check off one more thing that he can be disappointed in. He has put that all on his son, Jesus. Jesus took all of that. The only thing that he has left to judge you with, because you have put your trust and your faith in him, is his great, exceeding pleasure, his glad result, his happy issue with you. And he is spinning around, and he is excited, and he is shouting over you. And you know, this victorious that God is, this wide open, free God, is inviting you to be that way as well. He is saying, "Child, see what I am doing over you, and receive it so that you can be free. You can be wide open." Yeah. So good. So that's my encouragement. Just know that he has exceeding pleasure in you. He loves you. He rejoices over you. And the judgment that he has made over you is that he is pleased with you. Hey, if you know of somebody that could use hearing this message, will you send it to them? And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a like if this blessed you. And yeah, go forth today knowing that you are a pleasure to your daddy, and the judgment that he makes over you is crazy, excited joy and delight. Be blessed.